Hey, this is a demo of API Hero. It's a product which means you can connect to APIs in seconds, and we deal with all the hard stuff for you so you can just get on with building your product. So let's jump straight into the demo. So we're building this simple site, and it allows you to type in the name of a GitHub repository, and it should give you back the number of stars that GitHub repository has had. But as you can see, we have not hooked this up with the GitHub API yet, so it's just displaying like the spinner, the result, and everything all at once. So let's go over to the code and let's get this done. So this is the React component. We've got the loading spinner, the placeholder for the error, and the placeholder for when we actually get the stars back. So we need to actually integrate the GitHub API here. So we're going to use API Hero to do that. So this is using the API Hero command line tool, and we're going to try and add git. So if we type this, it connects to API Hero, and then it shows you which APIs have the word git in them. So GitHub, yeah, that's what we want. And we want to add it to our project, which is called Look to the Stars. We can do that. So it's installing the API Hero GitHub integration. And then now in the code, we can just type a couple of lines of code. So we'll do use get repo equals create endpoint. And when I hit return there, you see at the top it's imported API Hero, and then get repo. Okay, so you can see here it's imported API Hero, and it's also imported the GitHub API. So now we need to just write a line of code here to actually get the result in our component. So use get repo. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're actually calling this API endpoint, and we're passing in the owner and the repository, which we're getting into the component. We get back data when it's successful. We have the status, whether it's loading, success, error, and we have the error if there's an error. What we now need to do is we need to just make this UI so it only just shows the spinner when it should, the error when it should, and stuff. Rather than actually typing this out, I'm just going to paste it in. So if loading, show the spinner. If error, show the error message. If otherwise it's successful, and we're going to show the star count, but we're going to format it with US numbers so you get commas in there. And let's jump over to the site and see. Oh, there we go. So it's already done its thing. I think this is the most popular open source project for eCodeCamp, so you can see it's got 352,000 stars. Prisma. Okay, so this is working. So what happens if we have an error? So let's just type uh-oh in here. So this is not a real one. Okay, oops, repo not found. Now if we jump over to API Hero and we go into this, so this is appeared because we're getting a repository now through API Hero. And we can see all of the requests. So we can see the first one was using Vercel, and then again, and free code camp, etc. And we can see there's this 404 here, and we got a message back from the API saying not found. We can see exactly what the parameters were, the headers, all of that stuff. So I think we are ready to push this site live, so let's do that. Okay, great, so the site is live, but we have a pretty serious issue. When we now try and hit these APIs, we are being rate limited. So if you take a look here on the dashboard, we're getting these 403 errors, and it's because you only get to do 60 requests per hour to the GitHub API unless you're authenticated. So we need to sort this out. This is a great use case for API Hero, because if you look at this code here, this is code that's running in the browser, and you don't want to put your username and any kind of authentication information in here. You'd have to use a server to do this. But with API Hero, you can just go back to this page. You can add authentication. So we're going to add a personal access token. So my GitHub username is Matt Aiken. I'm just going to paste my token in here. Hit save. And then if we go back. So now we try, and we are back up and running. The site is working again, which is great. And if we look here now, you can see that it's gone from having 60 to 5,000, which is great. But let's pretend that this amazing website gets featured on the front page of Hacker News. This isn't going to survive that. So we need to do more. And it's very easy to do that. If you just go back to the page here, we can just flick caching on. Set a sensible time limit to cache results. So let's do 1 hour. Save that. And now when we go back here, if we try to hit some of these. Let's just hit them like crazy. See how fast it is? It's because everything is being cached now. So we're caching results, so it doesn't actually count towards your rate limit. And that is how you can scale your product really quickly just by integrating API Hero. And you don't have to worry about any of these things. You don't have to worry about writing caching code, like none of that. So right now we have support for the GitHub API. We're going to be launching in a couple of weeks. And we're going to focus on making the GitHub integration really good and do exactly what our customers want first. And then we're going to scale out to more APIs. Thanks.